Thank you for joining me
Hello.
today. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me today on press day for Leverage Redemption, premiering in a few weeks on Amazon Freevee. Why does it feel like it's been forever since the last season premiered?
I know it's always that way, isn't it? When a season of something ends, you're like, now I have to wait how many months? And then before you know it, it's back. I just had that with House of Dragons. It just ended, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait like 2 years for this thing because especially
Right.
with that show, it's like, have you seen that one yet?
I have not seen that one yet.
Like Game of Thrones, all those shows, there's so much that goes into producing and making those shows that you know you're in for like a good year wait, and you're like, oh. But yeah, I think it's a good sign when it feels that way because it means you're enjoying it, right?
Right, right. Especially with the binging days, because like you binge a show and maybe in a weekend, and then you're like, oh man, now I gotta wait.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with this one, we're going to drop the first three and then one a week, right? So at least we'll help taper out expectations so people will have to like be patient. And then it helps, with that feeling
Right.
like, oh, okay, okay.
So I had the opportunity to watch actually the first two episodes last night. I like how it's like we have a little bit of suspense, action, a little
Yeah.
thriller in a way. What are you hoping for when the viewers return to watch the second season?
I hope that they enjoy it. I hope they love watching us do what we do best, taking down, evil corporate monsters and helping everyday people like us. I hope they love the chemistry as much as always. It's all the reasons I like returning to the show. I hope that the fans and the audience feel the same way about it. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So of course we see you as Parker on the show. Like how was it now connected with this character for since the original Leverage at first?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to connect with her. I feel super honored to have a character that I get to play and invest in for so many years and so many
Mm,
seasons of a show. Sometimes you get shortchanged, you just start to scratch the surface of a character and then the show gets canceled or something like that. So I definitely don't take it for granted the opportunity I've been given with Parker and the fact that she's multidimensional. She's an adrenaline junkie. She's
right.
as smart as a tack. She can also be a little dangerous and unpredictable, which is so fun to play.
Mm,
And yeah, it's been really fun growing with her. And I think it's exciting every episode when we get the script to see what we all get to do next together and individually. And I know not every show is like this, a con within a con, characters within characters. And so that keeps it really exciting and fun. It's a procedural without being a procedural.
mm. How much do you think Parker has changed throughout the original Leverage now into Redemption?
I think, honestly, we had so much growth that first season for her. And in some ways, I think it's really challenging to kind of say, okay, now where are we going to take her? Like, I
Mm,
think making a decision about that and making it be super final is not the right move to do. I think now we're introducing two new characters. Second season, we see Brianna more in her role as a leader. That's super fun and exciting for Parker to watch and observe. And I also think, she has been more of a support to Sophie and the team in these first two seasons. I think it's like, I love getting to do all the action. I love getting to do all the stunt work and stuff that, I don't do all of it, obviously, but like
right.
the physicality of this character is really exciting to me. So I'm not, necessarily thinking about, oh, I want more emotional work this episode or anything like that, because it kind of comes with the course. Like if one of our teammates is going through something, we're all emotionally impacted by it, hopefully. And I think I'm excited to see Parker continue to grow, though. It's super important to me that she not normalize, that she stay wild and stay feisty because it's a lot of who she is. That's who she is,
Right,
you know?
right. What's
Yeah.
been your favorite Parker moment so far, would you say?
Of season two or
Sure.
yeah.
Either or. Yeah.
There's an episode called The Date Night Job, and Aldous comes back and we get to see Parker and Hardison on a date finally after all these years, right? And we get to have some action. I get to do really cool scenes with him that were really intimate, but also the physical confinements of the sets that we were dealing with was really
Mm,
challenging in a fun way. Like, Mark Roskin, our director, was like, okay, you guys are in this room essentially without giving anything away, like where can we go from here? And so that's when leaning in to work with your scene partner is so fun, and I really enjoyed The Date Night Job. I I loved working with Aldous, and all the other elements of that episode were a lot of fun.
Is there somebody in season 2 that you had a lot more scenes with that you were getting excited about to work with compared to season 1?
It's pretty spread out. It's like we pair off and here and there. Anytime, I direct on the show now also, right? So I did 2 last season and I directed 2 this season. And so for me, I love when I get to jump in a scene with any of them, but I really love the actiony out and about Ocean's 11 vibe when we're all kind of doing our separate things, but together over the ear comms. I love that. And I love working with Christian, especially if it's comedy or physical comedy stuff. It's a lot of fun. Well, that's true of everybody, I would say, in the whole cast. But yeah, it's kind of like it's like picking a favorite child. Like you can't,
Right. How many episodes are we expecting this season?
13.
13. Is there a special episode or a certain episode that you can't wait for people to see?
Yeah, I think, date night. I'm also super proud of the 2 I directed. The tournament job, it's about an esports team that's being fully taken advantage of, and we go in and kind of crack down on that guy. And then the Turkish prisoner job is another one I'm super proud of. Totally different world, crime, drama, dirty cops taking advantage of someone. And I got probably, in terms of challenges and obstacles as a director, those were the toughest. We had weather elements that were coming in and we're just losing locations or things that were just like kind of out of the control of our production. And watching how the teams all pivoted, the guest stars pivoted to make the days work, to make the scenes work, cutting dialogue last minute to make the scene fit within the box, all these things. I'm really proud of those. And I'm really excited for people to see them because they are 2 totally different worlds. And then I would say the date night is really one I'm excited about.
That's awesome. November 16th is right around the corner. I want to thank you for giving me a few minutes today on Press Day.
Hey, thank you so much. Have a good one. Thanks for chatting.